Hey there, Nintendo fans, Darth Karnivorus here, and welcome back to another epic Nintendo video. And guys, this video today is going to be on my Nintendo 3DS collection. So yes, I do have a Nintendo new 3DS XL, and yes, I've had this one for about maybe a year and a half. It took me so many hours, so many days, so many weeks to get everything on here that I ever wanted. It did take some time. There's a lot of homebrew that I've still yet to put on it, but I'll get to that one eventually. So I have shown this one off obviously in my handheld collection video. This is my new Nintendo 3DS XL, and yeah, it does have a nice skin on here. I do like this lightning skin, get the bit in the back as well. Now the thing is, when I bought this, it was modded, which was great. Um, or did I mod this one? I can't even remember. I had a 2DS XL as well. But anyway, so yeah, it did have a lot of stuff on it that I did like, and a lot of stuff I didn't like. So the ones I didn't like, I just removed, and it took me ages to download all the other stuff that I wanted, and getting all the updates, getting all DLC and stuff like that, and it's obviously crazy. But anyway, guys, oh, give me a sec. Just need to turn my controller off. I don't want to waste my battery on my Xbox One controller, Xbox Series S controller. Yeah, so when I got this one, it was in. It's fine. There's not one scratch on the screen. I do have screen protectors on this thing as well. The only thing that I did notice was though, yes, like the top part here, because it's like that sort of metallic look, but even though it's plastic, it does scratch easily. It does take your fingerprints off from like the other side of the room. The back part here was kind of the same. It wasn't really that bad to be honest, but I wanted to get a skin for this thing anyway. And the only thing, it may be hard to see, but actually you can see that perfectly well. I don't know how the hell that happened. Obviously when I bought it, it was like that, and it's the same at the other side as well. You know, so I don't know if maybe somebody's had this in a case or whatever, and it's like when they've taken it in and out, it's eventually just scraped away at the paint or whatever it is, the plastic. So I don't know. But anyway, so this is my 3DS collection. Okay, so as you can see, I've got a really nice Metroid Fusion esque theme there, and I don't know if you can hear that. That's Fendrana Drift's music. I do love. I love it. I really do. Plus, my wife's favourite colour is purple, and obviously the kind of purple there it reminds me of her. So anyway, I have a lot of stuff here. I've got a lot of subfolders. I've got a lot, obviously, the games here. So I'll go over the subfolders first. So here we have apps, which is just basically the standard applications you would get with the Nintendo DS anyway, or 3DS, sorry. And obviously here's the no-no apps, like FBI use this to install CIA files, which is obviously the sort of files that Nintendo uses. And that's Checkpoint, or Check Flag, I think it's called. So this can help you save your games to here. Universal Updater, which doesn't really work anymore. 3D Shell, which is basically if you use Vita Shell on a PS Vita, it just basically accesses all the folders on the SD card. Then we've got, this is Twilight Launcher, so this one right here is to this Twilight Patcher actually. So if you play Nintendo DS games on here, you can use a widescreen patch. It's not full screen yet, maybe like a tiny border here. The thing is though, guys, I do have a DSi XL, which I'll probably do the next video on my collection for that, so I don't bother with this, but it's good to have the option there. Anyway, ThirdTube, which is a YouTube app, Anemone Theme Manager, Theme Manager. That's where you can download it. You can actually use the cameras to scan QR codes from websites and download them straight to the system itself. It's really good. 3DS Ident, this basically tells you things about the 3DS, like your battery, life and things like that. Amiibo Unlock, so yeah, this unlocks all the Amiibo, goodies for Super Smash Brothers. DPS1 or DSP1, I can't really remember what this one's for again. I think if I remember correctly, you have to have this enabled when playing Game Boy Advance games through MGBA, otherwise the sound won't work. well, that's the only way I could fix it. This one here is, if you look up the top there, if you've used a 3DS before, you know that it's got a pedometer inside of it, or pedometer, as me and my friends used to call it, and it counts your steps, just like your phone does these days, and your watch as well. They count your steps. This one will count your steps. I think it's every 100 steps you get 10 coins. So um, instead of doing that, you just hit this and it'll give you 300 coins. Obviously, there is games out there that you can use these coins to spend on. Let's say Dead or Alive Dimensions. You can buy little, figurines. Just things like that. It's really handy. I can't remember that one is for. FTP, which if you don't know what FTP means, just easily look it up because I can't really remember what it's called. File Transfer Protocol, I'm pretty sure it's called. I don't know. Correct me in the comments down below if I'm wrong. But this is one of the best ways to, you know, send yourself CF files there instead of having to, for me, having to take this case off, having to unscrew the back, having to take the SD card out and whatever else. You can leave this thing powered on, you can get your CF files over here no problem, or any of your homebrew stuff. Nintendo 3DS video, which I did put Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge on here, but it didn't work, so it's probably because of the resolution. RetroArch, which is Lib Retro. This is the amiibo one for Samus Returns. Virtual NES, which is an NES emulator. Some sort of save tool. Multi-downloads. NTR Bootstrap. And the ambassador thing. I mean, this thing is absolutely useless, but it's you know what? It's nice to see it on the system itself. Let's see. There's the SNES games, so these are ones that I converted myself. You see random ones like Jurassic Park, things that were never on the Nintendo Store, Ultimate Mortal Kombat. But these are the ones that actually worked. I converted quite a lot of them with the SNES injector, and a lot of them didn't work. So these are the ones I tested. Every single one of these ones, and every one of these worked. Which is cool. Game Boy Advance. So yeah, there's a lot of Game Boy Advance games there, and even more there. These are the ones that I made actually. This is one that I downloaded. As you can see, the icons I've got like also the box arts. Homebrew. So there's quite a few homebrew games on here. I mean, what device do you not want a copy of Doom on? Duke Nukem 3D as well. Quake 1, Quake 2. Mario 64s, which I think this is the better one. It looks amazing. It's in widescreen, and it just looks and plays amazing. Here's some DS ones as well. I'm not really the biggest Pokemon fan, so I don't really bother with them because even though I've tried to get into Pokemon games, I just feel like it's the exact same story. It's kind of like replaying a Dragon Ball Z game over and over again. You're always getting the Dragon Ball Z saga, and it's always the same fights. You know what's going to happen. Sonic CD, Sonic Mania as well. Here's the 3D Sega games. Yeah, not bad. And Game Gear. There we go. So I do love that. It's got like the little Game Gear icon as well. Oh, sorry, Game Boy. I forgot about Game Boy. So this is the Game Boy emulator, so I can just play every single Game Boy game on here. Even though if you've seen my handheld collection, I do have a modded Game Boy Color with a Game Color flashcard. So I have all the games on there as well. The thing is, guys, I would rather play it on on the original system. But you know what? It's on here just for backups. Plus, I put them on here before I even got. I mean, I got this like a year and a half ago, roughly. So I got it. I put this on roughly about then. But yep, there's lots of Game Boy games here, Game Boy Color games. It's a good collection. Here we have MGBA, which has every GBA game installed here. Same with the SNES and NX, so I can get every single Game Boy game, every single Super Nintendo game here. And the Twilight menu. I don't have every DS game on here. I've just got all the DS games that I could ever want, which the same collection is going to be in the next episode with my DSi XL. Okay, so here we go with all the games. So I think I've got 96 in total. So Ace Combat, Angry Video Game Nerd, Gunvolt, Azure, what was it, Gunvolt Strike Back. Now the thing is though, guys, I actually bought this for my Nintendo Switch, and then I realised that, I never realised it was out for GBA, not GBA, 3DS, and I'm thinking, You absolute bastard. I could have got it for free, so I ended up just downloading it anyway. It's a really, really fun side-scrolling shooter game. Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate, BlazBlue, whatever that's called, Bloodstain Curse of the Moon, Bravely Default Second Layer. Oh, sorry, Bravely Default Second End Layer. Captain Toad, Castlevania, CTGP 7. Well, this is basically a mod for Mario Kart 7 where you get a lot of different stages, which is really, really cool. Um, Yep, Dead or Alive Dimensions. I absolutely love this game because this is the story for Dead or Alive 1, 2, 3, and 4, which I do have on my Xbox and obviously on my Series S. And playing it through on this is just fun because it's 60 FPS. It looks absolutely amazing. I mean, you've got Dead or Alive 5 Plus on PS Vita, and I think these ones look a lot better, graphic wise. Dementium. This game came out, and the sequel came out for DS, and obviously it's for the 3DS. So the graphics are a bit better. Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D, Dragon Ball Fusions. I'll just turn that volume down. Dragon Ball Z Extreme Boutin. So this is kind of like the precursor to predecessor to Dragon Ball Fighters. Final Fantasy Explorers, Fire Emblem, so I have every Fire Emblem game. And just bear in mind, guys, that every one of these games have every bit of DLC and they're all updated, so you'll probably notice that not one of these games will come up software notification. Now, the thing is, though, guys, if you mod this thing yourself or you buy one that's modded and you're wanting to add games to it, just remember, whatever region you're in, try and get them for that region. So if you live if you live in Europe, try and get a European version. If you live in America, Canada, whatever, try and get the US version. Japan, try and get the Japanese version, because if you get the American version and you try to update it with, if you connect to your Wi-Fi, the update will just keep failing. So if you've got the one to your region, you'll get that update. I learned that the hard way because I had I think it was Extreme Boutin. I had that one, and it was an American version, but it wouldn't launch either, weirdly enough. So I downloaded the UK one, and I got the update no problem. Fire Emblem Fates, Birthright, and Conquest. Now the thing is, I don't actually know the difference between these three because I'm still playing through Awakening, and Awakening is so good, guys. It really is. If you've never played Fire Emblem Awakening before, trust me, it's one of those ones that'll keep you hooked. Then we've got Fire Emblem Echoes, Fire Emblem Warriors, Heroes of Ruin, Hey Pikmin, which you know what, guys, I actually enjoy this game. There's a few games on here that I actually do really, really enjoy, and I'm going to mention that throughout the video. Hyrule Warriors Legends, that's another one I do really enjoy. Kid Icarus Uprising, a really good game, but the controls are just weird. Kirby Triple Deluxe, Kirby Clash Deluxe, Team Kirby Clash Deluxe, sorry, Kirby Fighters Deluxe, and Kirby Planet Robobot. Robobot? That's it, Robobot. That's a fantastic game. A couple of Lego games here. So here's Avengers, Jurassic World, Superheroes, Marvel Superheroes, Lego Star Wars 3, and The Force Awakens. Here we have possibly my third favourite GameCube game ever. Number one being Twilight Princess, number two being Metal Gear Solid, the Twin Snakes, and obviously Luigi's Mansion being my third. I absolutely love this game. I love this port as well. It's just so good. The only thing is, though, I wish you could disable the C-stick because the C-stick is so annoying. It really is because it's so small. I know you can do a mod where you do something, you cut around this thing, you stick a PSP thing. I may actually do that in the future. I don't really know, but I actually hate this little stick. It's so annoying. They've got plenty of space. They could have rearranged all this stuff and put an extra pad there. I don't know. Luigi's Mansion 2 as well. This is still another fantastic game as well. And the games, surprisingly, these games have never came out for a home console. Only on handheld platforms like GBA, DS, and obviously 3DS. You've got Mario and Luigi, Bowser's Insane Story, plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey, Superstar Saga and Bowser's Minions, Dream Team Bros, and Paper Jam Bros, which I've got to be honest, guys, that's probably my favourite one. I love that one. You're playing as normal Mario and Luigi, and you've got Paper Mario. So sadly, no Paper Luigi. I would like to see Paper. It'd be good if you could swap out, kind of like Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, where you can swap out obviously the characters. So you could have like Mario, and Paper Luigi, or Luigi, Paper Mario, Paper Luigi, that sort of thing. Let's see what else we've got. Mario Party Star Rush, Mario Party Island Tour, and Mario Golf World Tour. Now these are fun to play, but the thing is, guys, it's kind of they're not really that fun playing by yourself. If you've got friends to play, fair enough. If you don't, then there's no point in actually having these. Mario Kart 7, Mario Superstar, or Mario Sports Superstars, Mario Tennis, and Mega Man Legacy Collection, Metal Gear Solid 3D. I always remember seeing the tech demo for this one, and it always looked really impressive. But the frame rate and things like that just don't really hold up. If you want to play Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater on the go, I recommend the PS Vita version. Metroid Samus Returns, which is the remake of Metroid 2. This is another one that I actually really enjoyed, is Metroid Prime Federation Force. I know that obviously there's no Samus in this. You do see Samus briefly at the start of the game, but you don't play Samus. But you know what, guys? It's still a fun game that does feel like a Metroid Prime game. Monster Hunter Generations, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. You can't go wrong with Monster Hunter games. And obviously Monster Hunter Stories. I'd never played Monster Hunter Stories before until I played Monster Hunter Stories 2. I played the demo for that and I thought it was absolutely amazing. I do have that on my Steam Deck. I've got it on my Nintendo Switch, and I do love it. I really do. New Super Mario Bros. 2 Special Edition. Paper Mario Sticker Star. Pilot Wings Resort. Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World. Project Cross Zone 1 and 2. Now, these games are fantastic as well. If you like your sort of crossover games, like your Marvel v Capcom, Capcom v SNK, things like that, this is like the biggest mashup of different different games. You've obviously got Street Fighter characters, you've got Tekken characters, Virtua Fighter characters, you've got Hotsuma from Shinobi, you've got Frank West from Dead Rising, you've got, I think who else? Heihachi from Tekken as well. Sadly, no Mortal Kombat characters, but yeah. Radiant History. This one came out for DS, and then they brought it over for this. I've never played it. I heard good things though. Rayman Origins, Resident Evil Revelations. The first proper portable Resident Evil game. I actually remember playing the demo for this. I actually bought Resident Evil The Mercenaries 3D just to play the demo for this. It kind of takes me back to when I bought Zone of the Enders to play the Metal Gear Solid 2 demo. But the thing is, the Zone of the Enders turned out to be actually a really good game as well, so that's a bonus. But also buying Devil May Cry to get the Code Veronica demo as well, which, Devil May Cry was always worth getting as well. What else we got? Shinobi. So speaking of Hotsuma, Super Mario 3D Land, Super Mario Maker 3DS, Sonic and that's such a stupid name. Sonic and All Star Racing. I don't get it. Sonic Boom Fire and Ice, Sonic Generations, Star Fox 64 3D, Steam World Dig, Steam World Dig 2, Steam World Heist, Super Monkey Ball 3D, Super Smash Bros. 3D. I do love this game, guys. I really, really do. The thing is, though, I've always loved is with Smash Bros. Games. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Smash Ultimate. I do have all the DLC for it. But the thing that I do love, though, with these Smash Bros. Games is the collecting trophies. Yes, you can collect spirits in Ultimate, but I prefer collecting trophies just so you can actually check out the character models. I don't know how many hours I spent in Smash Bros. Melee on GameCube. Me and my friends unlocking all the different trophies and things like that, and just checking them out, even checking them for secrets, because at that time we heard in magazines that if you zoomed in at a certain angle, you would see random secrets and random things on whatever character or whatever trophy it is, and things like that were confirmed. We couldn't find them, but things like that were confirmed on digital gaming, which is really cool. Super Street Fighter 4 3D edition. This is still another really good game. The only bad thing about this game is, guys, the only one bad thing about this game is the animation is non-existent for the backgrounds, which sucks. Um, I don't really know why. Maybe it's just limitations or something like that. I don't know. But to be fair, if you want to play like a better Street Fighter game, I would go with Street Fighter Cross Tekken on PS Vita or Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which you can play on your Steam Deck. You know, you can play Street Fighter 4 on your Steam Deck, so that's a better way to play it portably. Let's see, Tales of the Abyss, Tekken 3D Prime Edition. This is a big letdown because this is basically Tekken 6, I think it is. It's based on Tekken 6. And the only thing is, though, it doesn't have a story mode, it doesn't have an arcade mode, it just has one-on-one fights, which is quite boring, you know. It does have Blood Vengeance, the movie on it, which is obviously really cool. I do like Blood Vengeance, especially the end part when Jin, Kazuya, and Hahachi are all fighting each other. So it's different generations all fighting in this big tower. It is awesome. Terraria, Tetris Ultimate, The Amazing Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and here we get to the better ones, the more premium, the more iconic, the more ultimate. A Link Between Worlds for Zelda, Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time. This one's not the best one, obviously. It's kind of weird. You have to have like friends. I think they were trying to go with Four Swords Adventure, which if you've never played Four Swords Adventure before, it is so good. You know what, guys? I think I've actually got. Let's see. Yep, there it is right there. Four Swords Adventure. Because I remember you got that for free very early in the life of the 3DS. I always remember that. We've got Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Shadow Wars, which is actually quite good. I don't know if you noticed that, guys, though, but see if you look at the top part there, the characters, they look like the way they're designed, the way they're animated, they just remind me of the Marines in Alien vs Predator Extinction. If you remember that, they came out on PS2 and Xbox. That's crazy. Splinter Cell 3D. Yes, it's not the best Splinter Cell. It's based on, to me, it's based on the best Splinter Cell, which is Chaos Theory. There's a lot of things cut out, but it's the first time you were ever to play a proper portable, Splinter Cell game. I don't include Essentials on PSP because that's quite awful. I do not include Chaos Theory on 3DS, DS, because that's not very good either. This is a better one. Ultimate NES Remix, WarioWare Gold, WWE All Stars, Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, and finally, Yoshi's New 3D Island. There you go, guys. Yep, that's quite a long video, but that's my complete collection of 3DS games. Like I said before, guys, they're all updated. They all have every part of released DLC as well. So obviously, with the eShop closing, and a lot of people, I mean, I've seen the video of the completionist, and honestly, it's just crazy what they did. They bought like, was it $20,000 worth of Nintendo eShop cards, and a lot of like, through the video they couldn't even like spend most of them. Nintendo kind of locked them out, which I think is ridiculous because it's as if Nintendo don't like money with some things. It's quite stupid. But the amount of stuff that they put onto like a 3DS and a Wii U, and I think they had like 4 terabytes full of games for the Wii U, and I think it was like 3 or 4 SD cards full for the obviously 3DS, and that's absolutely crazy. Um, I mean, the thing is, though, guys, I'm happy with the collection that I've got. I know, obviously, people want to go for a complete set. That's what the completionists will want to do, is like every single game that has ever been released, obviously, on the eShop. They will want to obviously go for that. So it's crazy the amount of games that would be on the one system. But like I said, guys, I'm more than happy with what I've got. I've got every single game that I could ever want to play. And I mean, I've been through the lists, I've been through videos and reviews. That's how it took me so long to make sure that I wanted to get that game. Instead of like maybe a year or two down the line thinking, oh damn, I should have downloaded that. Obviously, I still could 2 years down the line, but it's just that going through that hassle of downloading it, FTPing it, getting the SEA there, getting the updates and all that stuff, because some of the updates were quite hard to find. So Anyway, guys, that's it for the end of this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. My next collection update will probably be my Nintendo DSi XL, so I'll get to show you that one off. Which that one was easy to mod, you know, it was quite fun to mod as well. Anyway, guys, like I said, that's the end of this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. So if you did, smash the like button, throw me a devil horns. Also, subscribe to my channel for more epic Nintendo stuff like this. And also, let me know in the comments down below, what's your favourite 3DS game? You know, what's the best one? What's the one you always go to? What's the one that always makes you break out your 3DS just to play? My personal one is either Super Smash Brothers, Luigi's Mansion, or Metroid 2 Samus Returns. Oh, sorry, just Metroid Samus Returns. Because those games there are just one of my top three. They're definitely in my top three for the best ones. Because I love Luigi's Mansion. It just reminds me of, you know, good times when I was growing up and things like that. And Smash Brothers is just fun. It's really fun collecting trophies and things like that, you know. So anyway, guys, like I said, smash, throw, subscribe, and sayonara.